What's up, guys? I'm Crystal Lee Naomi, aka Jasmine Borders on Tyler Perry's Sisters. Be sure to subscribe to the Haves and the Have-Nots review for not only reviews on the Haves and the Have-Nots, but also on Sisters. And while you're at it, give your girl a follow on Instagram at Crystal Lee Naomi. And I'll see you every Wednesday at 9, only on BET.
All right, Sisters fans, hope everyone is doing well. Please take a moment to hit the like button, hit subscribe, click the bell notification icon and select all. That way you don't miss out whenever I post new content to the channel. And follow me on social media. Links are in the description below. So the question is, based on the one scene towards the end of the season 3 trailer, is Andi getting married? Based on the scenery where it looks like, the Sistas crew showed up at a photo shoot. Andi's and seemingly they did a clever job of hiding for the most part what she's wearing, but we kind of see the top part of her dress, and it definitely, well, no pun intended, rings wedding bells, rings of wedding attire. So it makes you wonder whether or not she's actually about to get hitched, or at the very least she's taking like engagement photos, she's trying on different dresses. And this obviously spoils the fact that Gary's still alive, because aside from Gary, there was nobody in the show that she was thinking about, getting hitched to in the near future. So it definitely seems like Gary's alive and her and Gary are moving forward. Oh, we're going to get professional photos, you're going to try on different dresses. It's like, you're going to be the next Mrs. Borders. So yeah, get ready for a fun ride. And the question is, will she go through with it if her sisters don't support it? I mean, she does say, "You're my best friends, please don't leave me." So I don't know why the girls show up. Does Andi invite them to be there? Does Andi ask them to be bridesmaids, but then they don't support the decision, so they don't want to be part of the big day, regardless as to whether or not it hurts Andi because they know it isn't the right fit? My thing is, I want to know, do they find out about Jasmine breaking in and shooting Gary and, threatening Andi? And then on top of that, will they find out about, Jasmine and her crew jumping Andi in the parking lot? There are a lot of things that I wonder, will we find out? Well, excuse me. Did the girls find out about? Because if not, they have, even more of a reason not to support this union, because it's a difference between, you know what, you're my friend, I want you to be happy even though I don't support your decisions, to, yeah, you've been in harm's way multiple times at this point, and this is not a good look for you and your livelihood. So keep in mind that this trailer most likely just encompassed the first portion of season 3, so probably like the first 10, 11 episodes. So this season, I don't know if we'll see a wedding until like maybe the back half of the season, while this first part is pretty much the shooting, the aftermath, and then moving forward to the future. And then I think we're finally going to see Andi dealing with the ultimatum, the reality of the situation. Okay, if I marry Gary, will I truly be happy without my sisters? Because I'm not blaming Gary. He's not forcing Andi to do anything, even though he definitely still seems manipulative in one more ways than one, especially with that wedding ring, or excuse me, that engagement ring. It makes me wonder, is he indirectly setting things up? So, Andi talked about not being isolated, not being in the country, not in a rush to have kids, still working on her career and everything like that. Are we in a situation where she's going to be isolated because of her own choices, as opposed to Gary being the one to force her into isolation? So I hope that in this season we see Andi really, really considering the consequences of her actions, as opposed to whining to everyone about it, but then doing the very thing that she doesn't think she wants to do, but then does it anyway, yielding the consequences that everybody warns her about, and then she wants to get upset that her girls aren't there for her. So hopefully we see some Andi growth this season. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. Do you think Andi's going to go through with getting married, or do you think she'll come to her senses? But then again, at this point, it's like, well, girl, there's been like 500 red flags. If you can't put 2 and 2 together yet, then I don't really know what to tell you. So thanks so much for tuning in. As always, if you want to donate to the channel, feel free to do so on PayPal or Cash App. And with that being said, I'll catch you in the next video.